Welcome back to another Primal Pursuit adventure. In this video, I'm out on a solo mission once again, out to some incredible offshore islands in New Zealand. Clean blue water, crazy fish action, lots of sharks, epic country, epic scenery, showcasing some of the best spearfishing New Zealand has to offer. So much action, followed by a catch and cook, sleeping overnight on my boat, in nothing short of paradise. This is one adventure I won't be forgetting anytime soon.
Woo! She's bumpy. Water looks clean though. Get in there.
Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Ollie here. Once again out on a spearfishing mission, out on the new boat. I'm all geared up for a wicked overnight mission. So yeah, we're gonna hit it hard today, hopefully knock a few kingies out of these offshore islands. So it's pretty bloody windy now. It was blowing like 18 knots on the way out, but I punched out. I'm the only boat out here, obviously. No one else is stupid enough to be out here, but yep, let's get in the water and shoot some fish. Jumping overboard, swimming onto this first reef, jutting out of deep water nearby. No fish to be seen, just bronze whaler sharks milling all over the reef. Within moments they rose up from the depths and were circling, patrolling, guarding their piece of patch in the ocean. Not a good start, not very promising. I decide to move on spots, as you can imagine. This next reef, emerging from the depths up into a pin just breaking the surface, a small rock, was a much better prospect so far. All the different bait species I was looking for, all the species crucial to lure in a large predatory fish like the yellowtail kingfish, which I was on the hunt for. And it didn't take long for some kingfish to start emerging from the depths to check me out, hunting the reef as the tide started to push. A few kingies in front here, not very big. A couple down below look a bit bigger, shootable. The current's starting to push hard, which is great, but I'm moved off the reef into some deeper water. Here I'm met with different schools of fish, in this case trevally, all casually milling, cruising in the current, hundreds of beautiful trevally. Awesome scenes. I move back in closer, sitting in the eddy of this small little rock, and the bronzies have moved in. They're patrolling the reef edge, the drop off, and I know if I decide to pull the trigger on a kingfish, it needs to be a good shot. Ideally a kill shot through the head, or at least a very solid holding shot. I decide to push on a little bit further out into the current, into the deeper water, hoping for the kingies to come in. They must be here somewhere. I know there's some bigger fish. There's got to be some schools of them. It's prime time in the season. The water column's filled with baitfish, koheru in front of me, just in their normal colour scheme, not lit up yellow, which is what I want to see. A sign of danger, a sign of a predatory fish. A beautiful big bronzy swims up to the surface here, surrounded by koheru, lit up, just casual, hasn't smelt blood yet. After a nice long breathe up on the surface, I'm totally relaxed, ready to dive down a bit deeper into the gloom, and hopefully lure in some kingies from the depths, some bigger fish. Sinking down, and it's just incredible. There are bait fish everywhere. Sink down to around 10 to 15 meters and just hover. Looking around slowly, looking for a big green back emerging from the depths. The current pushes me back towards the rock, and as I get near, I notice the koheru are lit up yellow, and they're getting brighter, vivid yellow stripes down their side, and I know danger is coming for them anyways. Kingies are close, they have to be. Incredible yellow stripes. The fish must be here, and as I surface running out of breath, I see a huge swarm of kingies come busting up from the depths. There are heaps of them. Not big fish, but I know down deeper there's a couple that could be shootable. It's quite overwhelming trying to analyse the fish as they move around, dart around, erratic in their movements, and I'm trying to gauge their size. The fish continue to circle me round and around, and I'm not getting any more confident in a fish to pull the trigger on. It's all a bit overwhelming, and I head to the surface to regroup, to get some fresh oxygen. As I breathe up on the surface, I see the fish moving back into the deeper water, out to the edge of the bait fish schools. They're still hanging reasonably close, however, so I breathe up and duck dive once again, hoping to pick out a nice fish from the school. Sinking down, the fish come to meet me with their inquisitive nature, and at about only 10 meters of depth, I'm met with the school of kingies once again, rushing in to investigate my presence. I sit tight, rattling my gun, trying to intrigue any other kingies lurking deeper below, hopefully a bigger model. These fish are probably shootable, a little bit over legal size, but I know I'm going to see more today, so I'm not in a hurry to shoot a smaller fish. I'm going to stay patient and wait for a bigger model to come in. And finally, I get my chance, and I see a couple of bigger fish down below by themselves, cruising in just on the outskirts of this rocky outcrop. I sink down, keep sinking down, and this fish is coming in for a look. Stretch out, meet it, and get the shaft right in behind the pectoral fin, and it's a good shot. Slightly lower than I would have liked using this other spear gun, not my usual, but the fish is hurt for sure. I pull hard not to give this fish any room to bust me off on the reef, and drag it as I make my way to the surface. I'm making quick work of the fish, getting some good ground, slowly dragging it up, and I'm about 5 meters away from the surface here. All's going smoothly. I'm checking around, cautious of bronze whaler sharks. No doubt they are in the area, and once they sense the struggling, they are going to be coming in hot. I'm aware of this, and I'm just trying to inch by inch pull this fish to the surface without making too much commotion, but the fish has other ideas here. And sure enough, the inevitable happens, and I can sense it. Then I see it, a bronze whaler shark coming hooning up from the depths to investigate my catch. The shark's not acting erratic yet, it's just intrigued, surprisingly. So I'm just playing it cool, trying to keep myself untangled from the shooting line, my reel line, while slowly swimming in the direction of the boat to safety. I almost have the fish up in my arms, and the shark is coming in for a closer look, and I decide to go for the bear hug and try and get my hands up in the gills. This fish is still too green and it is flapping about everywhere, thrashing around, and this has caused even more commotion. And as I look down, there are more sharks. This one hot on my tail, another one here has emerged, another one in the distance. There's about 3 to 4 good-sized bronze whalers now, and there's blood in the water as this fish thrashes about. Not ideal. As the blood enters the water, the sharks are getting more worked up and it's getting a bit hectic. My mask is coming off my face, filled with water. It's getting a bit stressful now. Not my first rodeo, but the heart is racing. I don't want to have an accident where the shark bites my arm trying to rip that fish off me. So I do my best and swim hard into the strong current, pushing, trying to reach the boat.
Holy sh**. Oh. Holy f***. Oh. God, that was intense. Wow. Got him. Oh my gosh. That was so intense, guys. I knew there was a few sharks around and oh my gosh, what absolute scenes that was. Incredible. Clean water, schools of kingies, bait. I just had to sit there for a couple of minutes. My heart was absolutely beating. About to pop out of my chest. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I haven't had a good run in like that for a while, and oh my god, I knew there were some big sharks down there, but god, when kingies are just like swimming right up to you, it's pretty hard to resist. So I just waited and waited and waited, and then I just seen this guy come in down below. I just dive bombed straight away, came in, and he started to veer off again. There's those bigger fish, they're a bit smart, they don't always swim straight up to you, and got a good shot. Managed to get him close enough before the sharks got too close, and it's a good fish, pretty decent. Yeah, good belly on him. Hey, stoked as. Fish, nice kingy. I think I've overstayed my welcome here. Too many sharks. Woo! Main start to the trip. Let's go into somewhere shallow, maybe have a hunt for some crays.
Diving in at the next spot, I find a very likely looking ledge drop off. Nice current hitting it, bait fish hanging around, so I bomb down with my little hammer and smash open a few of these kinner sea urchin. There's plenty of them about, a pest in a lot of locations. Leave it for 10 minutes and here I am sinking down, hoping to see some snapper coming in for a free feed of tasty kinner. Sinking down very quietly, I creep over the ledge, holding on to the lush stalks of the kelp. Blue mau mau come in, provide me cover, and down below there's heaps of snapper. Nothing very big, but I've just got to sit patient. These fish can camouflage into the bottom very well, and the big ones could be lurking or coming in at any moment. I hang on the reef drop off, staying calm and just waiting, and then I start to see a few snapper which are definitely shootable. I don't need the biggest one in the ocean. This fish looks great, so I'm just stretching out, waiting for the right shot, and here it is. The fish turns broadside and I get a nice shot in just behind the head there. Looks like a good shot, a good holding shot, and I make my way to the surface. The blue mau mau swarm, hundreds of them, beautiful fish, following my snapper as I retrieve it, and it's a beautiful little fish, very happy.
Big keys, big keys. I was on my way to tuck around the corner out of the wind, and I just came across this real shallow piece of foul. Lots of reef, just kind of 10, 12, 15 meters, coming up to 5, 8 meters. Couldn't resist, jumped in and broke open a few kinner as you saw, and heaps of snapper around, heaps of snapper coming in, but nothing really big. Managed to get this nice one though. That's a good size, can't complain. And then these pink mau mau were everywhere. This is a really good sized mau mau as well. He's fat, man. It's a good fish, so very happy with that. That's enough fish for me. Just gonna focus on crayfish now, but yeah, sharks everywhere, every single spot. It's just mental. I just can't get a break from the bronzies. Shot that mau mau and in came that one charging in, just relentless at the moment. Another few weeks, another month, and they'll start to bugger off into the deeper water as they do in the cooler months. But yeah, some big kingies around too. Just after I shot the mau mau, a couple came in. They were big. There was one that was definitely around 30 kilos, big fish. The other two not far off, maybe 25. So tuck around the coast and have a break, I think.
Coffee time. Bit of Makona mixed with a chai turmeric latte. That's the secret recipe. Whack a few of these on the little pan here. Honey, mint, rosemary, yum. Fish is all cooling down nicely. Really cold in here. Great. That looks good too. Bit of hydration. Feast. Look at this for a spot. Amazing cliffs and stuff. Really cool. If you don't know, that white piece of the watermelon close to the skin, it's packed full of nutrients and all sorts of good stuff. So it is a bit bitter, but make sure you eat some of that, chew a bit back. Yeah, Google it, but it's got the good stuff in there, so don't throw the rind away. Have a chew. Yep, that's the one. If you're keen on one of my Spearo mugs, primalpursuit.co.nz, insulated, tumbler, rambler, something like that. They're good, I rate them. I've been so focused in the past when I'm out diving just to shoot fish and hunt, dive all day long. But I'm trying to focus on just having a break out there when I'm diving, sitting in places like this, have a cook up and just enjoy the scenery, have a snooze, you know, have a coffee. Often spearfishing locations are at offshore islands, insane, remarkable places, and we're so focused on underwater, which is cool, it's beautiful. I think it's just good to just actually sit back and just take a moment and just look what's around, because often like this, just these insane cliffs, like this is pretty ridiculous. It's beautiful. So yeah, slow it down out there. Same with life, just slow it down. Enjoy the ride. All right. Sausages are done. This little bushbuck pan goes hard, man. It's wicked. Right, break time over, wetsuit's back on, dive flags up. Alright, that might be close to legal. I'll swing this back to the boat and have a check. Oh, it's just legal. Awesome. There's one. Can't believe it. It's two. This one looks just a little bit under. Yeah. Right, I'll put that one back in the water. Awesome, two power. I'm so stoked. After finding no crayfish, but a welcome surprise of some Blackfoot paua, I'm swimming back to the boat and I notice this camouflage scorpionfish just sitting on top of a rock as they do. I line it up and stab it, trying to go for the headshot, just edging off to the side there, but I've secured a beautiful scorpionfish. Very, very tasting eating in my opinion. Quite a different flavour and texture fish to many. Stoked.
That's a good one. Woohoo! Pretty successful little dive along this bit of coast, as it always is with stuff. If you're chasing it hard and after a specific thing, often you just don't get it. That's the case here with the crayfish. Didn't see a single sign of anything to do with crayfish. No, looked under every single rock, boulder, everywhere. They're not here. But I found some paua, which is a rarity for me, and especially legal size. Like, you could probably see my excitement underwater. I was, yeah, stoked as, like, and they were only a couple mil over, like just legal, maybe 4 or 5 mil. So anyways, got a bunch of paua. Check out my paua haul. Very, very rare that I get any of these. We got the paua and I got a scorpionfish. These are so tasty. I love them. Poisonous spines, yes, but just be careful when we fillet it, and they're good to eat. No idea what the time is. We'll go and tuck around into a nice bay, and it's probably time to set up camp for the evening. Set up camp and have a feast. Stick around. If you haven't seen it already, I'll show you my new tent system. It's wicked. Alright, we'll get the live tank up and running, I think. Lock that bung in, get our pauas in there. Alright. First time using this. Day's going very, very well. Stoked as. Found the spot. Beautiful little cove in here. Look at the water. Clean as. And very sheltered. Even got my own little private beach up in there. There are quite a few sandflies around, so I'm a bit worried I'm going to get munched. Attack tonight. They're everywhere, I can see them, but got some insect repellent and we'll get the tent up later. Hide in my sleeping bag, we'll survive. Boat's looking pretty tidy. Charging the devices and yeah, heaps of space. Sleeping later, and I'll set up all the kitchen and cook time it is. Got the cob grill,
We've got the main chopping station with our tasty pawa sitting in there. They look pretty happy. And a few ingredients to start the feast. We're going to start with a bit of a simple fried pawa. Just keep it real simple, as it's quite a delicate flavour in my opinion. I do love my creamy pawa, but the cream I will show you for the main course. We are going to use some cream. So if you haven't seen the cob before, if you're new to my videos and this grill, it's a wicked device. Screw-in canister here. It doesn't get hot underneath, so safe to use on painted surfaces, really good for boats, and you've got heaps of different options to cook on. Here's the rack I usually cook my chooks on at home, or meat, gives it a bit more smoky flavour. Grill rack, that just catches all the drippings, and that all drips off down into that well around there. Looks like a cake tin. There's a little flame under there. For this course we will use the hot plate, and that will just go straight on there. Give that a bit of a clean. Love my cob grill. Literally cook on it a couple of nights a week at home because they're just so fast, and it gives it that smoky flavour, like a kind of like a Weber barbecue, but I just find they're much easier and quicker, so highly recommend them. Right, bought some real knives this time. Got my smorgasbord of Victory filleting knives. Got my handmade knife. I made this with Kiwi blade knives in Auckland, New Zealand. Yeah, love this knife, my favourite knife. I did make it, helps. Garlic. Starting to rain, better get my shelter up. Right, there's the basic frame. Then we'll just get the canvas cover that goes right up onto the bow, comes back here, and we'll leave the kitchen open for now. This tent system's really easy, only takes a couple of minutes to put up. It's all utilising these mounts which go in the Railblazer ports, so super simple to use. Just got a couple mounted on the bow rails, couple up forward, two on the sides, then another pole goes on here, connects, and it's easy peasy. Couple of zips. This one wraps around the pole up on here, couple around that side, and easy as that. Okay, there we go. Main tent structure's up. And I've just rolled this back up, and that just clips in there. Leaves the aft open for cooking. This is just a prototype tent, so it's the first version. So a bit of testing to go through, but yeah, I think the next tent, Hayden, we're going to need some poles at the back, and which I can clip that piece to. But this is all good. It's a good start. Back to the cook up. That one will do. Got a couple of pawa. Alright, to shuck these pawa, they're pretty easy. Follow the line of holes there down to the end. Flip that over, and that's where you want to get your thumb in. The guts, the hua. I know a lot of you like to eat the hua, but yeah, not for me. We'll feed the fish. Right, then we just need to find the teeth and pop them out somewhere just up here. Check out these shells, just so beautiful. Right, then we're just going to thinly slice them. Not going to worry about smashing them up or anything. Right, onions are all done. Now chuck all the power on and just flash fry it, only a minute or two max.
Don't want to overcook pawa, just need to flash fry it and it won't be tough or chewy. Man, look at that. Simple, good. And there we have it, first course. And what a spot. Okay, rice is done. I'm gonna do a bit of a lemon, cream, garlic, capsicum, chuck everything in. Don't know what it's gonna be. Some sort of creamy curry, I guess. And I think we're gonna keep it classic. I'm gonna cut up the snapper actually, and I'm gonna save that scorpion, do something nice with that at home. Any bits of stomach lining, get rid of that. Bones down the middle here. There's our snapper sorted, let's get that aside. One clove of garlic. A little bit of red onion. Now we're basically just going to chuck that all on the cob, bowl of cream, some salt and pepper, lemon juice, and just bake it all, cook it all, steam it all, whatever it does in that cob, and whack that on rice. Always start with some butter. Snapper, garlic. Let's get some lemon juice in there. That'll mix up. Alright, let the cob do its thing. Here's a seal, he's just come out here to say hello. Okay, here we go. And that is done. Lemon to finish. There we have it, creamy lemon snapper curry. I've had a few taste tests while it's cooking and it's really good. Oh yeah, that is tasty. That snapper is so soft. Just cooked it raw in that cream, just soaked up all that juice. Whew. Righto, that's meat. Alright, bed set for tonight. Yeah, stoked as. What a mean day out on the water, and it's just beautiful here. Very sheltered in the spot. It's quite a bit of wind out there, but I'm tucked into this bay here and good to go. Good to rest up. See you in the morning, and we'll see what's happening tomorrow. I know the weather's picking up, so we've probably only got a couple of hours in the morning, but we'll get back in there, hit it. So yeah, see you in the morning. Morning. That was something else last night. That is the worst night I've had boat camping. I got absolutely mauled by mosquitoes. It was relentless. I just didn't know what to do. I literally got into my sleeping bag, which is so warm, just sweating, and then no matter what, put mosquito repellent on my face everywhere. They just came in, and they were just, it was just intense all night long. Yeah, I didn't sleep at all. Oh, what do? Sleep when you're dead, they say. I'll sleep tonight. Next time, mosquito net. I've heard it's bad here for mosquitoes, but I just thought, she'll be right. Nah, wasn't right. No good. Bumping in at a likely looking piece of coastline, I decided to start hunting for snapper and found some beautiful kelpie terrain here with nice deep gutters. And straight away I find what I'm looking for and put a nice headshot through this good sized snapper. Awesome. Clean kill right through the brain, and what a start to the morning. A beautiful snapper.
Oh, nice snapper. Ooh.
The terrain around here is just awesome, so I'm just bombing over kelpie gutters, looking everywhere. It's very fishy, the current's starting to push. Huge schools of silver drummer here. Not my target species, nor a species I like to see. They make a lot of commotion, scaring off snapper in the area, I find. I'm hanging around though, there's lots of fishy action here. All sorts going on, it seems to be a hot spot. A lone kahawai comes in, and then I see a green turtle, a very rare sight in New Zealand. You'll see the odd one over the summer months, often covered in moss. This one was very clean, looked healthy, and he swims off into the distance, followed by a big kingy coming in to investigate. Looks like the king is gonna attack the turtle, but I think the turtle gets away and the kingy decides to come in for a look at me. I've already got enough kingy on board, so just lure the fish in close. I have a clean shot here, but don't take it. And then I find a nice little gutter here as well, and on the other side is another snapper just resting in the morning light. I'll wait for a nice shot. It sees me, it's not sure. I'll line it up and get another clean hit right through the head. Oh, that was a good start to the day. Nice morning swim. Amazing out there seeing a turtle and two nice snapper. So yeah, this one was just parked up down the bottom of that gutter, asleep, and drilled him right through the head, lights out. Same as this one, just parked up, sleeping in the gutter and through the head as well. Moving on, I find another reef teeming with fish life. Bronze whaler below, aggressively chasing fish around on the kelpie beds below. Never seen them working in action. Quite a sight. Bronzies all over the place, buzzing around, erratic in their movements. Smaller one comes in here beneath me, chasing fish around, having a morning feast. Trying to warm up the lungs, get the body going after a hard night's sleep. I find some of my buddies, the wrasse, love to feed them a kinner or two. This pack of them look to be starving, or just seriously keen on the kinner, almost biting my fingers. Cool fish. More bronzies patrolling the reef,
Just a very common sight on almost every reef I've found this summer. Unbelievable. Getting very fishy in this spot. Blue maumau, koheru, pink maumau behind them with the 2-spot demoiselles. A few snapper lurking below. Incredible. Behind the pink maumau schools, the big bronzy comes in to investigate. Schools of baby koheru, I think, dancing around, beautiful. And then this, quite a rare sight, a first for me. I notice in this small hollow in the kelp beds, a whole bunch of nice sized trevally just milling around, huddled together on this small barren rock. Quite a sight. I'm just observing, I'm not acting erratic. And they soon realise I'm not a threat as all the fish come in, huddling around me. Nice trevally. What a cool sight. And that was enough for me today. A bit of sightseeing, plenty of fish to take home, and just great memories. What an awesome trip. What a special place.
Right guys, that's it for this mission. Couple of snapper in the morning, some incredible scenes as usual out there, all those pink maumau and everything. Saw some smaller kingies, not worth taking, and I've got plenty of fish, so that's it. There's a couple of big bronzies zooming around as well, so I was just like, nah, can't be bothered dealing with any more sharks. So that's a wrap. I'm absolutely buggered. Literally 1 or 2 hours sleep last night, those bloody mosquitoes. So yeah, backing up the boat, make a coffee for the journey home. It's probably going to take about an hour and a half. Pretty rough out there, and that's it. So hope you enjoyed that adventure. I sure did. It was one of my favourites I've had for a while. Epic scenes. So yeah, cheers for watching. primalpursuit.co.nz, links in the description to support the channel. Write a comment, hit like if you enjoyed it, helps the algorithms out, share it around, all that stuff means a lot, and make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of this content. See you next time. Cheers.